The security forces had been bracing themselves for just such a massive IRA attack in the wake of Sinn Féin's spectacular political successes in the local government elections last week. The fear was that the IRA, some of whose leaders were said to be unenthusiastic about the ballot box approach, would waste no time in reasserting themselves after a lull in violence in the weeks before the elections. As if to show that they could strike wherever and whenever they wanted, the Provost chose the busiest stretch of road in the province to mount their attack, the main border checkpoint on the Belfast-Dublin road just outside Newry. A massive bomb, the Provost said, consisted of 1,000 pounds of explosives, was detonated by radio control as an armoured police car was passing by. The police were escorting a security van which had just crossed the border from the Republic, bringing money north to Belfast. Quite simply, the 3 policemen and 1 policewoman inside the car didn't stand a chance, with their cortina blown to pieces by the blast. Handicapped children in a school minibus had driven past the bomb just seconds before it exploded. People living in nearby houses also had a lucky escape. Several houses were devastated by the blast.
The RUC says that after an assessment of the situation, they are totally committed to the view that Monday's bomb was detonated from the Republic. Earlier, police sources in the north said that the location of the bomb, the timing of the explosion and past experience had led the RUC Chief Constable Sir John Herman to what they described as the inescapable conclusion that the bomb had been controlled from across the border. The RUC believes that although the trailer containing the bomb was hijacked near Newton Hamilton in the north, it was taken south, loaded up and returned north. They say it was parked at Killeen, facing north.
This continuing controversy will do nothing to ease the rift at the top between the Gardaí and the RUC. I understand that there's considerable exasperation within the RUC that no senior level meetings have taken place over the past 2 years. The RUC feel that they have done everything they can to facilitate a meeting. Sources in the force say that about a year ago, Sir John Herman wrote to Commissioner Wren asking for a meeting, and his letter wasn't even acknowledged. Sources also say that it's becoming increasingly difficult for police officers to cooperate on the ground when those responsible for the management and control of each force cannot even meet to discuss the direction of policy.
Constable Tracy Doak was killed by the IRA in May 1985. She was 21.
That's her there.
Yeah.
1980.
Tracy had followed her father and brother into the RUC.
I don't think she thought she was brave. I think she thought she was just doing a job. She might have been scared from time to time, but she never talked much about it.
News of her death reached her father in North Antrim hours later.
We had a thorn hedge up the lane, and I was cutting the hedge when I noticed the police car coming up the lane. The chief superintendent got out of the car. I knew then that something had happened, and I said, "You're coming to tell him that Tracy has been killed." And the superintendent said, "There's no easy way of telling you, Beatty." She was getting married and wanted to transfer out of Newry. And she phoned me actually the morning she was killed if I could see that I could get her into Antrim traffic branch. And that was the last conversation we had with her. I could have got her out of Newry. I'm sure I could. There's not a day passes that I don't think about it.